Do you have absolutely no idea why you cannot consistently perform to a high standard physically? It may very well be your high performance meal plan, or their lack of. In this video, I am going to give you a high performance meal plan for you to follow in order for you to fuel your body so you can perform to a high standard every single day. It doesn't matter how many times you train per week and how productive your training sessions are. If you are not fueling your body to the required standard, you are putting yourself at a disadvantage. Every single man on this planet should be following a high performance meal plan. My name is Paul Green and I'm an online coach. I run the longevity program, which is a strength and conditioning service focused on the development of men over the age of 40. I'm a former British paratrooper and special forces support group operator. In my time in the past decade, I have trained thousands of elite men across defence of all ages, including those in the RAF, the Royal Marines and the Parachute Regiment. All ages, all shapes, all sizes, some really strong, some really weak, some really mobile, some with no flexibility whatsoever. Some of the most crazy individuals, but one thing remains in a high performing work environment. This is there, the mentality is there, the body may not be. So I have a very unique perspective on all of these matters. Hopefully you appreciate them. Hopefully my words add a little bit more weight than your average lunatic on the internet. But nowadays, this is me, the longevity program, laser focused on reversing the decline of type 2B muscle fibers, those responsible for power, speed and strength. Typically middle-aged men focus on endurance training. Endurance training does not strengthen your joints. Endurance training and endurance events, Ironmen, marathons, they strengthen your ego. Midlife crisis. Don't fall into the trap. Do not get it wrong. The joints need to be strong. Range of motion, increased mobility, strong knees, strong lower back, strong core. Improve your body's capacity to do anything you want. So, what is high performance? High performance is when you succeed above and beyond the standard of the norm over the long term. And like I've touched on earlier on, the mindset of an athlete. You don't need to have the body of an athlete. If you've got the mindset of an athlete, I can work with you. Anyway, a little bit of a story about me. So, when I was a parachute regiment recruit, so here's me now as a PTI. That picture is me as a PTI. But when I was a recruit, one of my PTIs said to me, he was like 50-year-old as a PTI. He was representing the pinnacle of parachute regiment fitness, and he was 50-year-old, training brand new recruits and absolutely destroying them, getting them to the standard of a paratrooper, which is one of the highest standards of any military unit in the world. One thing he said to us which resonates with me greatly till this day, he said, get the maximum. Every single meal, get the maximum your body can take, maximum your body can digest, because you actually never know. When you're doing your training course to be a paratrooper, you never know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. So one thing that you can do to guarantee that you can get through that next bit of craziness is by fueling your body. Not optimally with regards to the quality of the nutrition, that's something that you don't get in the British Army. But one thing that you can guarantee is that you are getting a volume, you are getting a high amount of calories, and then throughout the day you are prioritizing your hydration. Fuel. Without maximum fuel, how can you perform to a maximise standard? If you're lazy with your intake of nutrition and fuel, then your performance is going to be terrible. Doesn't matter how fit you are or strong you are, you're putting yourself at a reduced performance. If you're eating 50% of your maintenance calories during the day, your body's only going to be performing at 50% level. Like, it's just maths. But you know, most men don't eat anywhere near the amount of food that they need to eat during the day, and it blows my mind. So anyway, this is a picture of me as a PTI in the parachute regiment. I was a recruit, and then, you know, 4 or 5 years later, I managed to get selected to be a PTI, and then go back to the training establishment and train recruits like I was trained in the past. Very awesome job. Anyway, I'm not going to really talk about that today. So the daily non-negotiables you are going to have is, if you're 90 kilograms, you're going to eat 3,000 calories, or you're going to follow exactly this meal plan that I'm going to say for you in the next few slides. If you're 80 kilograms, you're going to slightly adjust the meal plan that I set out. You're going to reduce it by 200 calories, still 3 litres of water. If you're 70 kilograms, 2,600 calories, same amount of water. First thing, the boring one, but the most important thing, hydration. Like I said, 3 litres. If it's summer or if you sweat absolutely loads, make sure an electrolyte drink is either before or during or after your training sessions. Electrolyte drinks will hydrate your body and your brain better than water if you sweat a lot. If you sweat a lot, you lose a lot of minerals, and it's important to replace them to maintain a good level of performance. Anyway, hydration. This is the main one for me with hydration. It helps transport nutrients around the body. Without water, doesn't matter how healthy you eat, your body's just not going to transport the nutrients as effectively. And electrolytes prevent cramping and maintain muscle functions. So, not going to harp on too much about hydration. Everybody knows how important hydration is. It's boring, people are sick about hearing about it, but it's the most important. That's why I'm mentioning it first. Second most important thing is your pre-workout meal. Straight away, we have 400 calories and we have oats, banana, almond butter. We have no protein here. Maybe some trace protein in the grains, maybe some trace protein in the almond butter, but we are focused on carbohydrates with a little bit of fats. Pretty straightforward. We've got complex carbohydrates of the oatmeal, we've got banana, simple, we've got honey, simple, so we are topped up nicely pre-workout. One thing that most of yous can pretty much guarantee is you can pretty much plan when you are going to train during the day. So, whether that's on a morning, make sure you're having this about an hour, 90 minutes before your training session. Rationale behind that, straight away, carbohydrates, quick sustained source of energy. You've got the sustained with the oatmeal, you've got the quick with the honey and the banana. You've got the banana for potassium, muscle cramps, you've got almond butter, healthy fats. Healthy fats are great for brain function, sustained energy release. So fats actually reduce the rate in which energy is released into the body. So it actually slows down the digestion a little bit, which is awesome. Men, straight away, a huge thank you for those that are supporting the channel. If you're subscribing to this channel, absolutely legendary, supporting the mission of improving the longevity of men over 40 with all of these educational lectures. Those of you that are on the longevity program as well and you're watching, absolutely over the moon. This is a massive passion of mine, providing a physical solution to a mental health problem, and yeah, your support means the world to me, so thank you for that. Next one is the post-workout meal. We have a smoothie, right? We've got whey protein powder, we've got almond milk, very low calorie, nice option, very low in calories as well, another banana, some more peanut butter, and some more oats. 500 calories, we've got the protein here, we've got a little bit of oats for complex carbs, and we've got the sweetness of the banana. Pretty straightforward. We've got the simple carbs to get energy back into the muscles, and we've got the protein for muscle repair and recovery. Right, so now you can breathe a little bit and just take a moment to just absorb this this slide, and I'll do the same. So we've got 3 meals. So this is going to be your staple part of your day. You've got breakfast, lunch, dinner. Your pre and post workout ones, they're going to move different to whenever your training sessions sit during the day. If you train in the morning, it's going to be before your morning session. Your breakfast is going to be after your session. And these are going to stay at roughly about the same times during every single day. Hopefully you understand that. And what you notice about these meals as well, they can be prepped the night before. These meals are pretty good. You can have them cold, pretty enjoyable cold as well. So these stay consistent throughout your day. The only thing that changes is the time in which you have your pre and post workout meal based off the time in which you train. So take a photo of this, print screen this now, digest it, start buying this food, get these meals sorted. Pretty straightforward. Gentlemen, we cannot go without the snacks. Put my head up there. You're getting snacks as well. Mid-morning snack, pre-workout snack, and your evening snacks. Mid-morning, just some apples, peanut butter. Pretty straightforward. Just something sweet, something fatty, just to keep you going, keep your hunger levels at bay. Pre-workout snack, we've got a slice of toast, egg, avocado, 300 calories, just to boost them energy levels, put you in a nice place, get the protein flowing. Evening snack, we've got cottage cheese and pineapple. Gentlemen, said it earlier on, most men are eating half of what they should be eating. How can you expect to be performing to an optimized standard if you are only getting half the fuel? It blows my mind the amount of men that get this wrong. 9 out of 10 people are getting this wrong. Another example, right? My granddad, right? 70-year-old. Yeah, of course, 70-year-old, less muscle mass, less basic metabolic rate. He's probably eating about 500 calories a day. And he moans about being tired and, feeling like shit. Right? You probably can appreciate, right? You've got a pre-workout meal, a post-workout meal. You've got a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and you've got 3 snacks. That's like 7 bits of food per day. 3,000 calories, 7 bits of food. It's a lot of food. Typically, what I see, and you probably agree with me, men that are on a high performance plan, they're bulking, they have no thought about eating healthy. When you eat healthy, you can eat more food. Men, I've delivered on my promise of the video to give you a fucking good high performance meal plan. It will, if you follow it, serve you extremely well in increasing your performance in the gym. That is it from me. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you tomorrow.